Good evening, Smash Com Tourney of Tourneys fans, and welcome to the Valiant Tourney semi-final. I am buzzed about this. This is going to be sick. So, for the first time ever, we have 4 teams going head-to-head on a 5v5. So, all the other rounds have been 3v3. So, this time, our semi-finalists have picked 5 of their fighters, and I am going to quickly talk about them just to fill this video up just a little bit more. And then we're going to get through to the live semi-final. So, let's check out our first team, which is my brother's team, Mega Drive. So from top to bottom, this is the order that Jimmy has chosen his team to fight. So, first up is Sephiroth, who is the ex-MVP of Series 1 and 2, but is currently letting it slide a little bit to Ganondorf. Now, this season, Sephiroth is currently the 15th best fighter of this season. Improvement-wise, I'm not even going to mention that, to be honest, because it's Sephiroth. He's gone down one. Shock one here with Bowser that Jimmy's put in second from D1. So Bowser is 12th. So he's on a 110 lost 5. So Bowser's doing really well. And it's probably improved by quite a bit as well. He's actually the 5th most improved fighter. So good choice there from Jimmy putting him in second. A nice obvious choice next with Pyro Mithra, who are the 4th best fighters of Series 3, and they've improved their 13th, so they have gone up 8 places at the moment, which is pretty awesome. So pretty strong team for Jimmy, but is he the strongest team? We shall see. Mega Man in 4th is D fighter tier, so Mega Man not having the best series. He's actually 31st, but I assume it was a bit slim pickings near the bottom end. I know you had Falco, and you don't want to be picking Falco. But yeah, Mega Man not doing too much. But then Richter, who is Jimmy's C tier fighter, extremely good fighter, is 8th this series, 11 wins, 6 losses, and he's 14th in the improvement chart, so that's not too bad. So for you, Jimmy, I've reversed it, so I've worked out their duck points in correlation with their rank. So at the moment, your team, yeah, no, that's right. Your team's duck worth would be worth 415 just for these 5. So remember that number, guys, 415, because I have done this to everyone's fighters. So at the moment, Jimmy, you are currently ranked our top team, our favourite to win, but no one else has been compared. So what do you expect? Next up is Third Lemon and the Fruity Fellas, and she's picked Snake to start off. So her E-tier fighter quite low, but Snake's obviously having a pretty good tournament. Just under Richter in 9th for the series. And as for improvement, he's 8th there. So Snake's been pretty awesome. Makes a change because he's had a bit of a mare throughout. Now, he is on the verge of winning the Emerald League as well. So Snake could become even higher. But that's a solid pick there for you, Third Lemon. Next up was Steve. Now, Steve started the series well by obviously winning a tourney, but he has dipped a little bit. So he is 17th. He's in the plus. He's won 7, lost 5. So well done to Steve. But nice second round pick. In 3rd is Captain Falcon. Now, D2 makes it look bad, but Captain Falcon was probably the best pick of the series for the fact that he was so low, so he cost so little, but has performed so well. So he is the 7th best fighter and the 2nd most improved, as he's moved up 27 places for the Cosmo Vipers. So Captain Falcon, dream pick. So you haven't picked your C tier in here, but you have picked Isabelle, your D tier fighter. Now, Isabelle, 5th best fighter of the tourney and 7th most improved. So she's gone up by 18 and is again a really good solid team here from the Fruity Fellas, and good picks here from Third Lemon as well. Her final fighter, Simon, is the top fighter of the series at the moment. He's won 16 and lost 5. Simon has been phenomenal. He's obviously not moved up that much, but he's moved up 4 places, and he was already an all-star, so he's just moving closer to MVP. Now, the first interesting thing is no one has the same fighter between those 2 teams, which is really cool. So lots of different fighters, as there was quite a few replica ones in the 1st and 2nd round. Now, how do you stand against Jimmy's team, Third Lemon? Your team's worth is 426, so you are actually the favourite to win, and on paper should be beating Jimmy's team, but we shall see, we shall see. And then we move on to our 3rd team. So our 3rd team is Jordan and the Bundes squad, who has picked some of his best fighters. tiered fighters, I should say. I'll explain. So first up is Ganondorf, no brainer. Jaff's All-Star, ranked 3rd best fighter of the series so far. Ganondorf has been pretty titan. Starting with him is a good solid, and it should be interesting to see how you fare against your opponent. Next up is Joker, who I believe your opponent may have. Your opponent does have, so you've both picked Joker, F-tier fighter, obviously brand new to Series 3, as he's never fought before in Smash Com Tourney of Tourneys, and he is ranked 14th, which has made him the 6th most improved fighter, so Joker's a good choice. Dark Samus has just started turning things around actually, and she is 13th for this series, and has moved up by 10 places, so she is the 12th most improved fighter. So apart from the last few tourneys, Dark Samus hasn't been great, but looking like it's going to turn things around. Now, it gets a little bit worse as you go down, because Kirby is in the minus, so Kirby is 1-3, lost 6, and has moved down 9 places, so Kirby is not a great B-tier fighter, but again, slim picking, so I assume you picked Kirby because there was no one else, but it could be worse. You've also put your trust in your team mascot of Rob. Now, Rob is one of the worst fighters of this series. 1-1, lost 6. So Rob's not only one of the worst fighters, he's 62nd out of 64. He's also the 63rd most improved fighter, which again out of 64. So he's gone down 18 places. I think you've picked Rob just because you believed in him for the last round. He didn't even get to fight, but it got you through. So hopefully that belief will get you through some more. Now, as for your Duckworth at the moment, 396. It was always going to be low because you've picked Rob, who's really bloody low. So, but that means nothing, obviously. I just like to give you some stats, but I can confirm that you are the least likely to win. But anything can happen. And then finally, the mighty Clux and Big Nafe, who's picked a very strong squad, very similar to Jaff's in you've picked your A, B, C and D tier fighter and your F, which is Joker, but you do have a couple of other fighters. Your all-star Byleth is 8 wins, yes, maybe, don't just make that up. Yeah, 8 wins and 6 losses, so 16th, so Byleth's not having the best tournament, but is still in the plus. Banjo, on the other hand, has had an amazing tournament. Oh, 1-7, lost 6. No, I thought Banjo was doing really good. Wow, I'm just making it up as I go along. No, Banjo's doing really bad. But, hey-ho. Like I said, Banjo, 23rd. But an energy source fighter, which I think is our only energy source fighter in the finale. So, well done, Big Nafe. Good pick. As for improvement, Banjo, I think I'm going crazy. I thought Banjo was doing great. Our 22nd most improved fighter, so not that good at all. Then C, you've picked Richter. I spoke about Richter because obviously Jimmy has Richter, so good pick there. It's always going to be a great shout. And then Link. Now, Link I don't know much about. Link 1-3, lost 6 this series, so not doing too great. But, again, you didn't have much to pick from, so I think you have picked some of your best fighters. Link has moved down 10 places, our 53rd highest ranked fighter, which obviously isn't very high. Now, despite a couple of those fighters not doing as well as I would have thought, your Duckworth at the moment is 414, which is 1 less than Jimmy. So, despite being the 3rd favourite to win out of 4, that makes it sound good when you say 3rd favourite, you are very close to Jimmy by 1 point and you're not facing him. So, this should be very interesting because our 1st and 2nd teams are facing each other and our 3rd and 4th teams are. So, this should be a match to look out for. Now, like I said, 5v5, it's a 5-minute battle, whereas usually it was 3 minutes for 3 fighters. So, should be interesting to see how it works and if it goes to sudden death or it's finished by then. But here we go. We start off with Mega Drive versus the Fruity Fellas. Let's roll. So here we go, guys. The first semi-final between Mega Drive, dressed all in black-ish, as black as I could get, and the Fruity Fellas, dressed all in blue-ish. And here we go. No more delaying. Everyone's ready. It's time. 5v5. Let's see how the fighters stand. Damn. So obviously we've got All-Star versus E-Tier to start with. Great little level as well. Not much to escape from. as you've got Snake laying mines, and at the moment no one's done any damage. Even the mine didn't do anything. But it's Snake who deals first. Throws out. I thought that was a Master Ball, but it was some sort of nut that paralysed Sephiroth, who's struggling to get an attack in at the moment. Snake is dominating. Throws Sephiroth into the dark hole. These guys, it's like no one wants to win at the moment. Everyone's a little bit scared. Okay, Seph's fighting back a little bit. Still Snake, who's dodging around and doing the most at the moment. Goes for the Pokeball. Does pick it up? Doesn't pick it up? No, he does. Okay, it's a final smash there. Someone's going to get it. Wow, this has been a really interesting semi-final. It's tense. Or Snake gets a killer attack there and picks up his final smash. But Snake's got his little Eevee who's bossing Sephiroth about a little bit. Sephiroth misses his final smash. And he loses as Snake gets first blood, so that's the Fruity Fellas. As Bowser taps in. Now Bowser needs a quick KO here, but Snake's taking some damage. And has the Pokemon on his side, which I don't know what Pokemon that is. But Bowser really has to get rid of Snake quickly. It's actually Snake who's doing the most damage. If he can go above 100, I don't know what happened, but Snake is gone. So it's 4-4. Mega Driver back in, but Bowser is against the ropes here as Steve comes in swinging straight away. Don't know who's got the assist trophy. Possibly that's Jimmy's team Mega Drive. Bowser must have got it before Steve landed on the map, and Bowser is KOing, so Bowser bounces back. So Steve is off the map, does terribly, and Bowser is doing awesome. Great pick there from Jimmy, who's currently winning 4-3. Now has to face off against Captain Falcon. Oh, but Bowser's doing serious damage here. Massive heavy hitter. Pushes Captain Falcon down, and Bowser is making it 4-2. And third Lemon, you are on the ropes here as Bowser picks up loads of fruit and takes his percentage down. Can Isabelle pull anything out the bag to turn this fight around? Because it looks like it's going Mega Drive's way at the moment after being one fight down. Lots of final smashes and fake smashes all over the place. This Isabelle picks up the final smash, but gets knocked by the fake smash. This could be it for Isabelle. No, she survives. I don't know how she survived that. She also lost her final smash, so Bowser was able to use his. Bowser's going to win this fight. That's the third fighter that Bowser's knocked out on Mega Drive. You are on to a winner here. Third Lemon. Can Richter turn it around? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It's going to be tough. Not Richter, sorry, Simon. Because he's in blue. Now, it is your All-Star, so Simon, you know, is a legend at the moment. And destroys Bowser, so Bowser got caught by the Mimikyu, and then Simon basically knocked his percentage too high. So Bowser finally falls, but now Simon has to take on Pyra Mythra, which again is a real tough battle. But Simon is fighting well, expected from the All-Star, who's also this series' best fighter. Let's not forget that. Simon is fighting so good. There's only 1 minute 15 left. Can Simon knock out Pyra Mythra and Mega Man quickly to get down to that last fight? He wants to take as less damage as possible. Currently on 70% though. Quite painful. Pyra Mythra very good. 54 seconds left. There you go, Simon knocks out Pyra Mythra. It is 2-1. A quick kill here against Mega Man. And we could be going to the final All-Star battle. Well, not All-Star battle. Jimmy's got Richter. So that would be Richter versus Simon. If Simon could knock out Mega Man in the time limit. And how this fight has turned around. Mega Man is fighting well so far though. He's going for the final smash. But possibly Simon could get it. That bullet bill would destroy. No one's picked it up yet. Simon's still got that mushroom in his hands. If he got rid of that and got the bullet bill, he would win this battle, but it could be Mega Man who gets it. Okay, Simon gets rid of the mushroom. Doesn't pick up the bullet bill. Doesn't. So Mega Man gets the KO with 3 seconds left. So Simon had the opportunity to pick up the bullet bill and didn't. If he would have landed that on Mega Man would have been dead and it would have gone sudden death to give Third Lemon a chance, but it is Mega Drive who prevails, with Richter not even needing to fight as Mega Man takes out Pyro and Mithra. What a round. Bowser knocking out 3 people. What a pick, considering he was like D1 pick. Excellent stuff. So congratulations to Jimmy. Sad times for Third Lemon. He's fallen at the semi-final, and Jimmy, you go through to the finals. But let's see who you're going to face off against. So after an amazing first fight, we now have our second to see who gets into the final between Jordan and the Bundesquad versus Big Nath and the Mighty Clucks. Let's go. So the Bundesquad in purpley pink and the Mighty Clucks in blue. Ooh, this is going to be intense. So, like I said, at the moment, Big Nath is the favourite to win here, but that's only because Jordan picked Rob, but Rob could throw a curveball. And we start with 2 All-Stars, and Byleth is the one who's taking damage to Ganondorf, who has fought almost flawlessly this tournament, or is in Series 3. Definitely not over for him either. That Pokemon there is strong as well. That could really do Byleth some damage, but so far she's dodged a lot. Finally gets hit. Pokemon's still going, but Byleth is fighting. She gets hit, but her percentage is less than Ganondorf. Now, her jump is much better than Ganondorf, so he doesn't want to fall too far. Thought that might have been it. Byleth hanging on. Very close battle at the moment between the All-Stars. It's interesting that Third Lemon was the only person to not start with an All-Star. It's also interesting this is on a Persona 5 level arena, and both fighters have Joker. Like it's meant to be. There's a lot of chaos going on. I'm not sure what's happening, but both fighters fighting extremely well as they've gone past the minute mark. Fighting extremely well for their teams. Byleth blocks a massive attack from Ganondorf. Not enough to get rid of that one as Jordan takes first blood. But it could be short-lived for Ganondorf as Banjo picks up his final smash. Does use it. I do know if he would, so Banjo's definitely obviously going to get this attack. Ganondorf stood no chance, and he's on 0%, so we go back to scratch as Joker steps up for the Bundesquad in purple. And it's Banjo who's getting the first set of attacks as both fighters are somehow sped up. Joker's gone to sleep. Not a good time to go to sleep. Big Nath going to be happy here with Banjo's performance. And to be fair, Byleth as well against Ganondorf was pretty impressive. And it's a blue shell that's taken loads of damage off of Joker as we go into the second minute. It's hard when it's back. Ooh, that item was reflected by Banjo and hits Joker, so Joker's been taken off the edge and the Mighty Clucks have knocked out Joker. And then knocks out himself, so we are level once again as Dark Samus faces Joker stepping back into the ring, but obviously for a different team. That was a crazy 5 minutes as Banjo looked in full control, but then got the fake final smash, so was knocked straight off. Now we have an Executor to break things down. Joker doesn't want him to jump over, so leave Dark Samus over there. It does jump over. Here we go. No? They're both just not wanting to fight against each other, which, you know, is fair enough. Nice little break. As we go into the 2-minute left mark. There is a final smash. Dark Samus is going for it. Gets it. Could be a game changer if she lands it. But a big Pokemon there from Joker that knocks the final smash out of Dark Samus. And we have had 2 fantastic semi-finals here. Joker's the one who picks up the final smash now. And could he use it against Dark Samus? Not like he wants to, no? Okay, there it goes. So this should instant KO Dark Samus, I believe, from seeing Jokers before. It does, so Joker kills Dark Samus with an absolutely OP final smash. And we go into 1 minute 15 with still a few fighters left, so I don't know if we'll get to see everyone today. Joker's still in control here, taking serious damage against Kirby. Will Rob get his chance to stand? Perhaps, because Kirby is fighting terribly. Joker's fighting incredibly, so it could be the Mighty Clucks here. Kirby needs to do something. Nothing, because Kirby is out, which means that Rob finally gets to step up. One of the worst fighters, well, the worst fighter in the Valiant Tourney that remains. Can he do anything for you, Jordan? Was it worth picking him? Believing in your boy? Yeah, not sure at the moment. Okay, the school bus has taken Joker out, so Rob has 24 seconds to defeat Richter to take any chance of sudden death. Richter, one of our best fighters of the series, in the top 10 anyway, picks up an assist trophy. That's probably going to do it. Rob needs something special here, but Rob could be dead by the 7 seconds. I think so, it's not looking good. That should be it. I believe the Mighty Clucks will take victory there. And they do take victory without Link even having to step up. Rob did put in a shift, in fairness. He got rid of Joker, but it wasn't enough time to get rid of Richter. Maybe another minute and he could have done it, but it's the Mighty Clucks who get through. So Big Nath, you are through to the final and you will face off against Jimmy in that final. Boom. So there you have it, guys. The semi-final is over, which means there's only 2 teams left for the final, which is Mega Drive and Jimmy's team, who's currently ranked 3rd in the league, versus the Mighty Clucks and Big Nath's team, who are currently ranked 5th. So two strong teams there, top 5 teams, both getting through to the final, and that was an awesome semi-final. There were some big battles there, some big standout performances. Bowser, Joker was one for the Mighty Clucks. All in all, excellent semi-final. So condolences, of course, to those who have gone out. So Third Lemon and the Bunda squad almost made it to the final, but wasn't to be. And congratulations to Jimmy and Big Nath. And you'll be hearing from me soon when the Valiant final will be shown, because I don't even know yet. So I will know one day. I'll just make it up. But obviously next time is the Alpha League number 7. So 2 more Alpha Leagues left and 2 more Beta Leagues. So now is the time for your fighters to do good and try and push your way up the league with seeing how they can get on. Look at the Crystal League matches and just everything, because it is almost over. We are almost there, guys. Series 3 is almost passed. But for our first Valiant Tourney, it's not been bad. And I'm looking forward to the final. So I'll be speaking to the finalists soon, so you can pick your 5 fighters. Same rules applied as they did for the semi-final. So I will catch you guys then. Congratulations once more, and I will see you next week.